Hi guys and welcome back. In today's video, things are gonna get a little bit interesting. I have a brand new foundation that I personally have never tried before. I've done my best to kind of avoid any tweets or Instagrams about it. I basically have absolutely no idea what to expect. Today's foundation of choice is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. If you are expecting this to be an affordable kind of influencer launch, you're gonna have a bad time. The Faux Filter foundations were in fact purchased from Harrods and they cost £32 each. We have the two different shades to choose from today: Angel Food, which is a neutral shade, and Milkshake, which is the lightest shade. Ooh, this is the moisturizing makeup base sample that we get. I didn't know that. Now I do. I think that packaging is quite gorgeous actually. You've got a nice matte black lid, this ombre kind of black rising up, a little sticker on the bottom with the shade range. It is apparently a high coverage cream foundation, effortless application, camouflages imperfections and pigmentation. We'll see about that. Apply foundation evenly all over face. This foundation is telling you one pump or less all over the face so we don't look too cakey. Use a dense brush or a makeup sponge. So why don't we do both today? Probably a really bad idea, but I'm gonna give this primer base a go. Okay. Ooh. Angel Food and Milkshake. I'm definitely going to go for this one here, which is the shade Angel Food. I'm going to go in for the Complexion Perfection Primer and just pop it on one side of my skin to see if that makes any difference. Ooh, that is thicker than I was expecting. It's very much like a thick moisturizer. Oh my god, that is thick. That is like thicker than a Nivea cream. It's like Sudocrem consistency. Why do I get the feeling like I'm going to regret this? I've just given that primer a couple of minutes to set and it's feeling a little bit tacky. Time to apply our foundation. I'm gonna go for the shade Angel Food and I'm just gonna take that on my finger and I'm gonna apply it on the primed side first. Okay, wow, that is thick. That is definitely full coverage. We have still got quite a bit of redness. We've got a nice flawless kind of glow here. I think it looks really good so far. I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep bouncing my sponge to just blend out that foundation. There is definitely clear to see the difference between no foundation and foundation. Now it hasn't really managed to cover every single breakout. We are still seeing quite a bit of redness around here and also a bit of redness on the side of my chin. It's done quite a good job. I do kind of want to go back in and finish up this side properly. Not really sure I'm gonna buy the whole one pump is all you need, especially not with my skin anyway. I'm gonna dot that foundation and try and see what else we can cover up. You can definitely see the difference between the side with foundation and the side without foundation. I'm not offended by how it looks. I've tried much worse and I've also tried much better. It doesn't look cakey. Slight crack in my smile line here. The redness and pigmentation is still showing through. It has not completely covered it. I'm gonna move on to a foundation brush and I'm just gonna apply that to the other side. Okay, that is 6 dots of foundation. Let's see what we've got. The foundation that we applied using the brush has come out much more natural looking than the side which we applied using the sponge. I have a feeling that that primer being so tacky is kind of locking that foundation in. Just take a touch more of that foundation because that's what we did on this side. Once again, blend that out using my It Cosmetics brush. The side in which we applied the Complexion Perfection Primer, the foundation almost seemed to get trapped and get stuck, and I think maybe it's a little bit too thick. But one thing that I do see is that this side seems more kind of radiant, more kind of flawless. So I'm gonna knock the lights off and let's see if there is actually a difference with the lights off as well. The side which we applied the foundation using the brush and no primer looks much more natural and radiant on the skin. I'm gonna leave that there for now. I'm just gonna pop on a small amount of concealer. This is the Dermacolor Camouflage Cream, my favorite concealer ever. I'm just gonna take a couple of these shades, probably these two here, and just cover up any of those imperfections that are still showing through. I'm just going to take a small amount of the Tarte Shape Tape to just conceal my dark circles and my under eye area. Just place that in the under eye area. Go ahead and blend that out, and I'm going to use the brush from the back of my concealer and foundation brush. Set my base today, I'm using my favourite Ben Nye Neutral Set Colourless Powder. I'm just going to go ahead and add a touch of that. Now that my base is done, all that's left to do is just finish up the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. And this is now how the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation looks on my skin after applying a full face of makeup. So I'm literally just going to leave this foundation there for now. I'm just going to quickly show you what this looks like with the lights on low and up close so you can have a look for yourselves. The time is now 4 o'clock, and I'm going to leave that Huda Beauty foundation on my skin for as long as possible. Now, I've got an event to go to. I've got errands to run. I'm going to check back in with you guys in a few hours, and let's see, does this actually work? It's now 1 AM and my makeup has been on my face for over 9 hours. I'm definitely looking a bit tired in the under eye area, and we do have some of that foundation that has worn off across my forehead as well. Let's get in close and let's have a better look. In my lines, we are having some cracking happening there. We've also got a little bit of creasing. I say a little, I mean a lot of creasing happening in the under eye area. My nose is pretty much void of all and any foundation. Kind of got some fair wear and tear around those breakout. On the lower half of my face, I'm not seeing too much difference between the two sides. However, when we come up to the forehead, I feel like the primed side has a little bit more foundation left on it than the unprimed side. We are seeing a little bit more redness come through there. We are seeing a little bit of patchiness around the chin, a little bit of separation, and just general cakiness, I guess would be a technical term on that. So here's the thing, as far as the two different sides of my face goes, I really don't see that much of a difference between the two of them. The unprimed side, it looked better on first application and when it was fresher. It had more of a radiant, luminous look to it. Now, in terms of how the Faux Filter foundation acted with the primer, I would probably say just use your favorite liquid primer. I don't really see that much difference between the two sides using this one. It's still a little bit cakey on both sides. It's a little bit patchy on both sides. I want to say that maybe this side has slightly more coverage, but maybe there's just no breakouts in that area. I don't really rate the primer, so I'm not going to be using that again. Would I recommend the Huda Beauty foundation? If you are wearing it for a short amount of time, I think it's probably worth looking into. If you're looking for something that's going to get you through a 9+ hour day, I don't think this is the one. I really don't think it's the one. So if you have something that you're looking for a foundation to maybe wear just for the evening, or maybe you're not going to wear it all day and all night, then maybe have a look into this one. I don't want to say run out and buy this, but then I also don't want to say it's terrible, don't waste your money. If you are looking for a medium to full coverage foundation that does look quite dewy and radiant, you might get on better with it than I did. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you liked the kind of review. Let me know what you guys think on the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation. Have you bought it? Would you buy it? Or would you try it? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!